Oh shit. What's up, baby? Say hey.
Hey.
Setting everything back up. I bought a whole bunch of new stuff. I figured, you know, let's give it another whirl, man. Have fun with it again, back like we used to. Try to have fun with it. Let's go ahead and log into this. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. And we just gotta get. I already got the app, so it should just open up, which it is. We're currently in the phase of the saying goodbye part, which is I'm about to go on the road and she's sad I'm leaving, so we're kind of dragging it right now. It's been a little bit of a journey. Team Trilla says to give us some new hats today. What? What is going on? You go like ET now.
It's fine. I'd rather look like ET than like Crazy Girl.
I'm still gonna try to keep it interesting. I think the main goal this time is to make everything fun and not make it feel like it's a job. I know it was like my job to entertain a lot of people out here, but that just became a thing. At first it was just fun, and then it blew up into what it blew up into. And I want to make sure it stays fun. We're about to rip the Bennii off. It's the hardest part, but let's do it. Oh, wait. There is one thing I want to show y'all though. I did grab a Harley. So I have a bike. You said, what am I doing? Yeah. Nothing. Recording. That's it. That's all that's new. Nothing else. That's all that's new. Just recording. And that was my grandma too, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. You don't want to say hey to the camera?
Hi, camera. This is grandma.
I'm about ready. I'm getting my keys and stuff ready. They in the bag. I already packed them. Already packed them. So that's Grams. Grams is with us now. I will show y'all Auntie Kim, but she's probably asleep somewhere. Not somewhere, in her room. You give me a kiss?
I love you.
I love you.
Love you.
I'll see you later. Daddy gotta go to work.
I want ends by the case, Lord. Get the millions and lay low. Take my what I'm gonna wait for. Put my bros on the payroll. Out of sight, out of mind, out my way. Out of sight, out of mind, out my way. Out of sight, out of mind, out my way. Out of sight, out of mind, out my way. I've been blind to it. Yeah. All these suckers, all these buses, all these leeches, now I'm not blind to it. Yeah. Get you done or we gon' run or watch me come up off of my music. I just make 10 in a week, I can make 10 in a day. I'ma wake up on the beach, I'ma wake up in the air. I never been to LA, I might fly to LA. I'ma get rich on pain, I'ma get rich just saying. I'ma get rich on pain, slime me, I leave my stain. Bad little bitty keep brains, on my wrist on rain. Ran up out the bank like it's a robbery. Take care of my mommy, I know she proud of me. Yeah.
Alright, so as y'all know, I'm gonna do my pre-trip very quick. Now, what y'all about to see, don't go too crazy about it right now, because this is just a video back in town, basically. I don't actually have to do a pre-trip right now. I'm just going to showcase this a little bit because y'all might want to see this, and then I'll give you guys a full rundown of what we got going on soon. But throughout this video, you're going to realize this truck don't sound the same, and the truck don't look the same. So for anybody wanting to like take a quick picture or a quick screenshot, I'm gonna show you, and then I'm not gonna show you. So you gotta be quick, okay? Literally, I'm super excited about this. Dream come true. It's an unfortunate situation. I had to get it done because it wasn't on my terms. I had to do it. I was forced to do it if I wanted to keep on trucking. But I'm gonna show you right quick. If you ain't get that, then hey. You know what I'm saying? I would do overtime. If you didn't get that, it wasn't meant for you to see. I will do an in-depth video on that. But, you know, there is a 650 horsepower cat in there. Now, other than that, we're going to go ahead and crank this baby up. And we're going to get ready to go to work. I'm gonna let y'all hear it though. Of course, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Like, come on, bro. What you think I am? I'm gonna let you hear it. Grandma's and Jade, wifey. By the way, y'all did not know that. Not just wifey, like, oh, I'm saying it because we've been together so long. Nah, like, really got married. And there's a whole story to everything, of course, but I'm gonna show y'all what this baby sounds like now. Still got the interior, obviously. If y'all didn't know that, well, some of y'all don't even know that. Some of y'all don't know, because some of y'all don't have, you know, they're not accustomed to the whole new age of shorts and Instagram, and I got new interior. So this is new interior. I got 181 tatted on me. I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on, but ain't nothing too crazy. All right, let's turn this fan off so y'all can hear what this sucker sound like. Nothing special. Nothing special. I already ran her today, so she's fairly warm already. But I'm gonna show y'all this though. Like I said, a whole different video. Whole different video, bro. Whole different video. You're gonna get a whole, trust me, you're gonna get a whole video on that. A whole video. That is kicking. She's kicking, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Woo! That felt good to showcase that, but don't worry, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. We are heading down to Florida to go pick up a load. We're gonna be 16 wide, and we should be 14, 11, 15 tall. Let's pray it's 14, 11. Because I did put the permits in at 1411, but we will see what we'll be working with tomorrow. I got an escort waiting on me down there. And I got an escort for a high pole for a day run coming out of Florida. And because I love the wife so much, I decided to pick the load up and bring it back to the Georgia line and come back up so that way I can come past the house and hopefully somebody can get some good shots of me coming through the house. I cannot figure out what's up with this light. This light always gives me issues. And then sometime later on down in the day, that light will fix itself. I don't know. If you guys don't know as well, this trailer, I got 56 lights on the trailer right now. So right now it's not gonna show too well. I'll probably show you guys later on tonight once we stop. But this is what we're working with right now. This is the new sign. If you guys remember the old sign, this is a new sign, so it has the flip down. So once he gets to the adapters, I'll be able to take this off, which I can take it off now with my tools. Take this off, and when I'm not running, I flip that down. And it's more holographic, so at nighttime it's gonna show up really well too. And I got my 40x40 tarp, spare tire, dunnage, everything's still the same. So if you guys don't know, like, I don't know if you guys can see underneath it well. There is underglow, but I will show you the underglow tonight. Got lights underneath here too. And the newest thing right here is that light at the top, my light bar. It's got like 16 or 15 different patterns for just the first switch. I'm gonna show you what that is right now too. So this is my light switch, and then of course this is Titans. And then I'll just flip this up. Turns on my lights, and I start strobing. I'm not gonna talk too much about the motor, but just so you know, the motor is right now 5,000 miles. It is brand new. It's got 600 horsepower right now to it. That's the break-in power. Once we break it in, we'll be touching 650. So nothing crazy. I've already been working it. Trust me, it's fantastic. This is my second load with the motor, and my buddy Gabe at TM Trailer Sales, you know, they said, hey man, look, you should start making videos again. Like, you got great content, you start making videos again. He says I'm the one that inspired him to make videos. So I say, man, shit, what the hell, you know? Let me pull the camera back up. But I felt like if I was gonna pull the camera back out, I had to be able to buy a new setup just so I can feel fresh, new SD cards. Because the GoPro, man, I'm not gonna get into it, but it was just so much, bro. It was so much with dealing with the GoPro and everything like that, but we're here, man. And I'm glad to have you guys here with me. Everybody who stuck through, appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Enjoy the video. Just, you know, glad to have y'all back, man. It feels good to be back. Y'all don't know what You don't know what I went through. Like, you don't know what I went through. I'm going to tell you, just so we can be on the same page so you can feel what I'm coming from. But these last year has been tough as it's been tough, bro. Like, it's been tough. So I'm just glad to be out here with the confidence and the energy to be like, you know what? Let's do this video. Let's do it again. Let's come back. Let's put the energy back out there, show people what we're doing, and let's have fun doing it. Let's have fun doing it. So I'm about to have some fun. I know this like the back of my hand now. There's no more excuse of I gotta learn this and figure this stuff out. Done. I learned it. I know it. Trust me, we done did thousands of loads already. We doing 20 wides now. 20 wide loads, police escorts. Like, we doing that now. Not to be all cocky. Let me come back down. I'm just talking to you. Not to be all cocky. I'm just saying that, you know, it feels good to be back here, man. So let's get ready to enjoy the video. I'm waiting on Grandma to bring me back my wallet. I left my wallet at the crib. And that's that Lamborghini, boy. That's that Lamborghini truck. Hey, that made me feel good. Now that I'm back on YouTube, I just saw a Lamborghini truck pass by me. Motivation. Motivate.
Hey, all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers.
So we got about 2 hours left. Something like that. We're just cruising along right now. Right now we on 65 South, coming through the Montgomery area. I think we already went to Montgomery. Like I said, we got to pick up in Pensacola tomorrow, and we're about 2 hours away. Load up tomorrow, leave around 10. Should be ready around 12 o'clock, so give us a good 10-hour reset. Pilot cars will be meeting us around 10:30, 11 o'clock. They start loading us at 7. Should be able to get a full night's rest. And then we'll pick up and load up, and then we'll take off and start heading back up Georgia 75 north. And we'll stop by the house, you can see the fam.
Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we got.
Good morning. Yeah, you won't get a real good visual of it tonight, or not tonight, but this morning of the trailer. You know, because the sun is coming up now. But we're about 48 minutes away. Look at that sign. Look at that professional sign. We're about 48 minutes away. And this is exactly what I was telling Gabe about right here. So that switch was on, and I guess, I don't know, it just wasn't blinking at its hardest. I don't know. But yeah, we got about 47 minutes to get to our pickup, and we'll be rock and rolling this morning. And today will be an interesting day, for the most part. Should be a pretty simple day though, but we'll see. We will see. So let's go here across the street. Tommy's back there sleeping behind me, but this is our load here. It is pretty freaking massive. It's pretty massive. It's sitting at 16 wide. We are at 1410 tall. I got my permit set for 1411, and we are at 110 feet long, grossing at 95,000 pounds. Permit is 95,000 pounds. Real weight is 93. And as you can see, it's a pretty big load. I mean, look at the size of the truck, and then look at the size of the load. It's huge. Trust me, it's huge. You don't see the marker lights on, but I'll show you those too. The marker lights are like small. They're really itty bitty things. They're not itty bitty. And then go back inside the thing in here anyway. So it comes in like this little pouch right here. And they're small things like this. I got 40s. And you just click the button. I like to put it right here on this circle thing. And thank God this is metal all the way through. Just stick it up there. It's nice, good, and solid. And it's solid. So I had 4 of those, one on each corner of the load, just to indicate, you know, hey, look at me. Then it turns into some more colors. Turns into this. Turns to that. Turns to that. Turns to that. And it's off. But yeah, comes in a little pouch. You know what I mean? You can recharge them up. They don't run off batteries. Just charge them back up. And you're good to go. For some of y'all who have wondered, this is what the trailer looks like at night. I'll try to give you guys a good shot if you can. For some reason, this side went out today. I don't know why. Something that Gabe's gonna have to do tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but when I come back home. As you can see over there, the lights are on. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna get some sleep. Hopefully tomorrow, not hopefully, I will get some good shots in the morning of us rolling. I'm gonna try my best, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. Coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. Oh yeah, he heavy. Oh, he heavy. That's about 13 ounces right there. That boy heavy right there, boy. That boy heavy. That boy heavy. Just hopefully we got a good shot of the oversized though. He's gonna climb the hill right now. He's definitely like that looks like a perimeter. Definitely probably 13 axles for sure. And he's about to climb that hill. Golly. Hold on, let me go get my phone. Hold on. Oh, put the printer. Come on. See, I got my camera gear set up today. No, where is my phone? I think my phone's all the way in the back. So that's the crazy part. No, it's not. Climb. Climb, baby, climb. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, boy. That boy doing like 5 miles an hour on that thing, boy. Hold on, boy. Hold on, boy. I see you, boy. I lied to you. Is it that slow? Wait, no way. No way it's that slow. Oh, no. I think there's an issue, guys. I don't think it's supposed to go down like that. I thought we were going to see him pull that hill, man. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see him pull that hill. All right, man. I told him, Tommy and old girl, I told him 7:30 we are leaving. It's 7:26. Can't make this up. Golly. Everybody else going to work. Everybody else seemed to be on time. Turn this goddamn GoPro off, man. About to irritate my soul today. No, sir, you not. No, sir, you not. Look, look, look.
Gonna be real time. but that's fine. From over here, look at it. Look at it, you see it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Looking good. Cleared it. You got to hold it on this side, I'm going to have to get across this bridge up here, and then you got to let this traffic flow so you can have all of it. Yep. I promise I was like this. Yep, it is. Yeah, it should be a white Toyota Sequoia, and then the very last one is the dark brown Chevy Traverse or Equinox. Yep, we can run our window. Down here going across the railroad track, not too bad, and then once we start up the hill, there's a line of traffic. We'll have a very small median here. Perfect. for the tag, another line of 4s.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Boy, I got a story to tell y'all today. What that boy said in that movie with the Gambit, he like, oh, I'm gonna make something of myself. Hopefully I ain't got nothing on my face. But as you can see, we are on site. Thank goodness we're on site. No issues. Thank goodness. With that being said, I had a epic day yesterday. When I say epic, I'm talking about like epic, bro. So coming down 62, I got some footage for you. It's not gonna be in the orientation like this, and I want you guys to remember that I haven't been doing YouTube for a while. So in moments where like things about to get serious, I don't think, let me pull out the camera. You know what I mean? I got to get back to that mindset, because before I was all more concerned about YouTube than the business. So now that I'm older, which, sorry, it hasn't been that long really. I make it sound like I've been away for like 5 years. It's only been like a year. Now that I'm older, or maturity wise, I think business first than YouTube. So not saying I don't care about y'all. I'm just saying that obviously this is way more important than pulling out a camera 24/7. This right here, we had to take 62. Now, I don't know why they sent us on this road, because they said 35, and matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you why. The problem with West Virginia is, right, West Virginia is one of those states where, let's say they have a construction project coming up for like 2 months. After the project and the construction is done, I guess their permits or whatever they got, they might get the permits for 3 or 4 months and they never take them down. So in the route, when you get permits, it'll say, hey, this is a detour, you can't come through here. But really, you can go through there because the construction's been over for 2 months now, or been over with for a couple weeks or whatever. So it doesn't update fast enough. They don't update it fast enough, which makes sense. Like for instance, I'll order permits for this load because it's a super load. Most states I get about 10 days. I think Tennessee is 11 days, right? I'll move the load, let's say the first couple days the permit is actually valid. I'll move the load through that state. It may take me 2 days to move it. But after that, I have a permit for like what, 6 or 7 days, but I've already went through that state. So it's almost the same thing with construction. They'll get a permit to do the construction, And then once they get done, the permit might still be valid for another month or however long that it's valid for. Does it make sense? So in West Virginia, they have a bad problem with updating their stuff. So West Virginia and Ohio said that I can't come through 32 and 35. It's a lot of construction down there. Well, come to find out, the police officer who I met yesterday said 35 is wide open. It is still construction, but it's 3 lanes and it's construction. So you can make it through. Unfortunately, I had to take 77 to exit 146 to get onto 62 to get on, it was 62 to get onto 2. And boy, oh boy, we went for a ride. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the videos right here. The orientation of the video is not gonna be horizontal or landscape like this. It's gonna be more vertical, portrait, because it was taken with a cell phone. But you'll be able to get the idea of where we at. The only thing that I messed up was this piece right here. Thank God it's the only piece. It's the gutter. It's not the integrity of the actual load itself. It's not a window. It's not the mounting or the lifting brackets. It's nothing that's super important to this load. I mean, it is important because at the end of the day, if I was getting it, I'd be like, hey man, look, y'all messed this up. But it's a gutter. It can be fixed. It's cool. My next permit, I'm gonna put in. We're not coming through there no more. We got to figure out how to let them know that 35 is good. I'm gonna run the route backwards and take 35 back across and basically go back across to Ohio and then come down, just so I can see what the route truly looks like, because this right here, man, unbelievable. And that's what I try to tell y'all when I said I have been away for a while off of YouTube content, because YouTube content was so hard to make and be the way I was, be as good as I was, and still do things like this, because this is a stressful job. A stressful job. It is not easy. It is not, nobody can just hop up and say, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. It's hard, especially when you start talking about length, width, and height at the same time. Now, if you're just doing width, you might be able to get away with a lot of things. If you're just doing height, you might be able to get away with a lot of things. But when you add all 3, width, length, and height into the equation, the job becomes 10 times harder. That's why we request so much money. Not because we're trying to get rich, which we are, but not because we're trying to get rich. It's because this stuff takes a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We do 20 wides. I'm not gonna lie, I wish we got more off those 20 wides. No disrespect to the person who gives it to us. I hope he understands. Doing oversized is difficult as hell. It's difficult, it's stressful. It can put your company in jeopardy. You can lose your company if something goes wrong. If something goes wrong and you got a tow bill for $20,000, $30,000, you can lose your company if you don't have enough bread for that. If you hit a bridge and they want to charge you or sue you or charge you whatever the bridge costs, you can lose your company for something like that. It's insane the amount of stress that comes with this stuff, man. And I try to explain that to people. I try to. But I just want to share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy some of the footage. I know I'm a little back. I'm not all the way back. I'm gonna do better with trying to get more content. I got my man Tommy out here with me, so he'll probably be able to pick up the camera for me when I need him to. So we'll be able to be like, hey man, pick up the camera, record this. But I want him to be good at his job first before he starts worrying about anything like a camera or anything like that. But other than that, man, this is the load. We got here safely. We are on site over here in Apple Grove, West Virginia. It's a good feeling, man. You don't understand. Like, the amount of stress that was on yesterday, I was like, man, dude, like, it's over with. Sometimes when you see these signs, sometimes it's not meant for the road that you're on. Sometimes it's meant for the road after your turn. You know what I mean? It continues, but nah. This 13-1 was on our route. So we pulled over. I said, I'm gonna pull over right here next to this gas station. High pole, you go down and go check it out. Mind you, I got 3 pilot cars. I don't need 3, I only need 2, but I went ahead and got 3 because I knew West Virginia was gonna be crazy. So the high pole went down there, he checked it out. He said, man, you're not gonna make this. And I said, dude, like, what do you mean? Like, tell me what you're seeing. He said, you're just not gonna make it. So I called Tommy. Tommy come pick me up in his car. I took my high pole over there, I measured it. In the middle, it's 15-10 in the middle. On the right side, it's like 13. I think it was like 13. I think I calculated. I think that was 13-1. The right side was 13-1. The left side was 13-10. Or 30, yeah, I think it was 13-10. So, mind you, I'm 16 wide. At the top, right here on my driver's side, I am 14-10. On this side, I am 13.10. So I figured if I get in there enough, I can squeeze through just a little bit if I can get this piece right here in the middle. So I took my high pole and I measured the width of the bridge. From end to end, I think we were looking at about 28 feet from end to end. So I said, you know what? I think I can do this. The turn to get in there was not a deep turn. It wasn't like I had to turn deep. It was a turn that gradually started turning, and I was able to get myself lined up enough to make it. At least I thought. So we approached. I said, let's go do it. Tommy said, hey man, he said, look, you might need to stop coming to West Virginia. I said, man, shit, the money good. the money good.
Not about money. All this stuff is, you know, it's just a blessing to be doing this stuff, right? The money good as fuck, nigga. Money good. Hey man, fuck that shit. The money good, nigga. You know
what I mean? So I'm gonna keep coming back and I'm gonna keep getting better at it. So I got a guy in West Virginia. This is why this went to shit. So a little tidbit. There's a guy in West Virginia that I use to look at all the routes that I get in West Virginia, and he scouts them out because he lives here, and then I run with him on the load. So he gets paid a good amount of money. This particular load, I told him, hey, look, I got a route coming up there. I need you to go look at it. He said, all right, I got you. The day before I pick up the load, he says, I can't make it. I don't know why, whatever. Come to find out, the truth was, he had another load that he booked, and he ran that load instead. That load fell through, and literally the day before yesterday, he called me and said, hey, look, is that load still available? Man, I'm not finna use you ever again. You just let me down. You know what I'm dealing with. You know what type of loads I got going on. And I pay you well. So, you know, I'm like, you know what? Greed will get you messed up out here. So anyway, Tommy was like, yeah, man, you gotta rethink this. There's nothing to think about. And at the same time, he's asking me, what's the worst case scenario? I said, worst case scenario, we get stuck, and that's it. I just spent $44,000 on my motor. So if y'all don't know, I've been kind of sharing it throughout the video. I do have a brand new motor in there. I just spent $44,000 on that motor. Cash. Like, I'm not happy about it. I'm not bragging about it. That's a lot of bread. But it needed to be done because that motor went to shit. It's over with. It was over with when a couple months ago. It was over with. So I needed a new motor. So right now we are working. We're in full grind mode, trying to recuperate what we just spent. And he's like, man, what's the worst case scenario? I said, worst case scenario, we get stuck and get a crazy bill. And that's it. That's GG's. Game over. Good game. It was a good try. No more. No coming back. You know? So good thing everything worked out though, fellas, because I'm gonna say this. All I remember was doing, I walked up to the truck, I hit this move right here, put it on the door, and we drove. My main goal was coming back to YouTube, man, was to come back with a better strength, a better mindset. I felt like I was a little young. I felt like I was looking for that best video. I was trying to go viral. I felt like I was being a YN. You know, and now that I'm back, like I said, my main goal is to take this more serious. I mean, even the clothes that I wear, you know, like I'm taking this a lot more serious because I want to be better at this. I don't want people to take me as a joke. When clients watch this video, if they do watch my videos ever, they can understand that this guy's gonna get the job done. He's gonna do it the best of his ability, and not the best of his ability. He's gonna get the job done. You know what I mean? He's gonna go above and beyond. And I want them to respect what we do because at the end of the day, some people don't know what goes on out here. Some people don't know that it really is difficult. Some people don't know that it's not just driving a load down the highway. Some people don't know that you gotta go and make turns and tackle obstacles, and it may take an hour to take a turn. It may take an hour to get underneath a bridge. People don't understand that. And this is baby stuff. This is not even the big shit. This is baby compared to some of the stuff that I know people be moving. I'm only on 6 axles here. They got people with 13. They got people with 18, 19. So I just want people to respect the oversized game. And I couldn't showcase that the way I was when I was in Hot Shot because I was a goofball. I was having fun. I wasn't taking trucking serious the way I thought I was taking it serious. I believe I am now. So with that being said, I just want to start making videos so people can understand why these loads cost what they cost. It's not about saying, oh, I make a whole bunch of money. It's not about saying that. It's about getting people to understand what goes into oversized, what makes this thing difficult, what makes this not a job for every truck driver. Not everybody can do this, and you shouldn't just hire everybody because they said they can do it cheaper. If they say they can do it cheaper, they're about to cut corners. Like I always say, I was able to get 3 pilot cars from Ohio to West Virginia. I did not need 3 pilot cars. But when the load is paying what it's supposed to pay, I can get what I need to get to make sure your product gets there safely. If the permit says you only need 1 escort, why would I go off what the permit says? The permit said for me to go on West Virginia 62. Look what it just sent me. Why would I need to do that when I can get route surveys? I can get multiple pilot cars. I have multiple pilot cars so that way they can shut down multiple lanes at once. If I have to get police escorts, I can get police escorts without having to try to cut the budget. There's all different types of things that go into it, and people need to understand the oversized is not easy. With that being said, thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.